I'm just basically showing how I make my rice water. I ended up letting the rice water sit for about 24 to maybe 48 hours to let the fermentation start. I also heard about the bad smell of the rice water, so this is why I'm adding the orange peels to the water, and then I'm going to let it sit overnight. Here you can see the ingredients that I use for my deep conditioner that I'm going to make. I have aloe vera leaf, bananas, avocado, coconut milk, apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to add the rice water. This is actually my first time using rice water. When it comes to the banana, it just depends on how thick you want it. Here I wasn't sure how much I needed because I was adding the rice water. I knew it would make it more runny, but later I did end up going back and adding more bananas to it just to make it a little bit thicker. With the apple cider vinegar, you can see I didn't have much left in the bottle, so I basically just used half of what was left. And for the coconut milk, I guess you can just call that a dollop for my measurement of that one. Okay, now let's get to my new little friend here. As you can see, when I shake it up, it gets cloudy. That's where the fermentation occurred. I'm very excited about this. I actually had more than I expected. Disregard my mess, y'all. It was like I kept making a mess and I just wouldn't stop. But anyway, what I decided to do is pour the rest of the rice water in a spray bottle. And I wanted y'all to see the consistency of it. I guess it can be compared to a smoothie. I'm starting off on about a week old wash and go. My hair is very dry. My middle section is the thickest section, so it kind of just tends to do what it wants to do. So let's just see how this goes. Here I'm starting off on freshly washed hair. I'm just dividing it into smaller sections and spraying each section down with the rice water. Once I detangled, I began to apply the mask I created. Again, as I said earlier, I went back and added more bananas just to thicken it up a bit. And for those that are wondering, it doesn't really have a smell. It smells a little bit like avocado, but for the most part, it doesn't really have a smell. Just a disclaimer, if you're wanting to try this mask, it is extremely messy. So just make sure you have extra towels. I actually have 2 towels on the floor plus the one that's on me, and there's one in my lap because it just kind of splashes everywhere. Another thing I really love about this mask is it has a slip of the conditioner, so it actually just glides right through my hair. And I know I look crazy right here, y'all, with my head tilted to the side, but again, I was trying to just make sure all of the excess mask fell on the towel and not on my floor. And here's where I started to notice that as soon as I would apply the mask, it actually started to define my curls. Once finished, I actually just started applying the mask all over my head. I wanted to make sure every area of my head was covered. Alright, now that I've finished with that, I'm just going to apply my shower cap, and I'm also going to put the towel over my head just to keep some heat in.
Don't know if you got a girl, don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I.
Okay, here I saw a major difference in my curls. They are way more defined and moisturized. On the right is before the mask, and on the left is after the mask, and you can just kind of see a huge difference in moisture and definition. Next, I'm just doing my regular wash and go method. I'm not going to bore y'all with that because I actually already have a video doing that. But here's my hair halfway dry. That's why I'm barely touching it, just to prevent frizz. But my curls are super defined and I'm very happy with the results. My hair took forever to air dry, and I was actually on my way out the door, so I didn't get a chance to start recording again. But I am going to insert a picture at the end showing my final result. And here's my final result. My hair actually had a lot of body and moisture, and I love it. If you decide to try this mask, be sure to tag us on Instagram at curls_no lie. Thank y'all so much for watching.